Whew, it's another humid day. And I'm excited that we got our results from our soil test. So one of our friends had a company reach out to us that sells organic feed. Now this one is a layer feed. It's a organic poultry layer feed. It has no GMO, soy free, and they actually have different other types of feed as well. Like they have feed for horses, cows, pigs, and even meat bird. Now they told me that they had a meat bird, non-GMO, non-soy, and non-corn, but something was wrong with the formula, or they were kind of calibrating some of the formulas there. So they're going to reintroduce that back out to the market. But for the time being, we were doing these layer feeds. And for the last 3 weeks now, our egg layers been on this, and we've been getting great feedback. A lot of our customers, they say the yolk and the egg taste so much better that even one customer said they even raise eggs and they prefer our eggs, paying for our eggs. And I was like, okay, I mean, keep it coming then. Whew, it is humid. Now with that feed, the only thing I could see, and I told them about this, was with it being plastic. I see that as an issue, maybe with some customers, not for me really. However, for me, I would prefer the paper bag, because we save a lot of those feed bags from the big box stores. So that way, if we need to put it down for some ground cover and put some mulch over it, that's what we'll be doing. Speaking of mulch, we got a lot of mulch from the big box stores, and it's still, being here in the country, it's hard to find good, valuable source for mulch and soil and compost. Luckily, we're making our own compost, but it's still hard to find mulch. So the missus has been pulling up all the grass that's been protruding out of this mulched area, especially right here. That grass has just been coming over from this way. So what we're going to do, get a lot of this grass up, might even put some extra cardboard down below it, and see how that goes. All right, so we got interrupted with some rain. So what we're doing here is I pulled back a lot of this mulch right here. I'm going to add some barrier, like some of our feed that we got from the feed stores, some of the baggage. As you see here, we had some cardboard, and some of the grass is just impeding through that. So I brushed all of that out with the little hole that we had, and then I'm gonna add the bags of feed that we get from our chickens, for our chickens, and then we're gonna put some mulch on there to kind of help suppress some of that grass right there. All right, so we get our chicken feed overlapped. I try to do at least about 6 inches a minimum. And so now, normally I would wet it down to help start the decay, but since we're going to be getting some rain off and on, I'm just going to put that mulch back over that, and any leftover that I need we'll put over there. Hopefully I should only need about 1 to 2 bags. And as you can see, it's just that easy. We'll probably put some more compost right around there, just to kind of build those beds up. So I'm gonna start with this walkway right here. It doesn't look too bad. I probably have to do some hand weeding, and then we'll put maybe 3 bags of mulch right here. Now, doesn't that look a lot better? So what I found out is working good for me is I'm taking this broad rake and I'm pushing one side of the mound, kind of making it straight, because as you can see, it kind of veers off and goes that way. So I'm reforming the hill here, this bed, and reforming this bed, and then it's making it easier to put the mulch down and leveling it out, kind of like what I did right there. All right, so I'm liking that. And then I'm take the broad rake and I try to even it out. I'm going back and forth through the rows, and it's looking a lot better. So I'm going to do the rest of these first, then we'll add the mulch. Hey, sexy. What you doing?
This grass, this runner grass, it has like deep roots throughout here, so I'm just trying to break them up to discourage them.
So that's it for day one on putting the mulch on here. The mulch looks fantastic. It definitely gives the rows a little bit more of a definition. Sorry, our neighbor across the street just got off of work and cutting his yard. All we have left to do now, tomorrow we'll show you the results of the soil tests of our garden beds and what we're going to do to fix that. So it's the following day and we got the results in, and we want to share them with you about our soil test. Now for our garden here, our kitchen garden, we noticed that the pH level was quite high, higher than what we thought it was going to be, and so we want to kind of bring that down. We also noticed that the nitrogen level was very low. So we have some recommendations that the Redmond Real Salt soil test gave us, and we're going to use it with some aluminum sulfate, and it's a 2100. Nitrogen is going to be added in here and also allow it to take up the fertilizer and help keep the soil nice and healthy. So we also saw on the results that the micronutrients like the iron, the zinc, copper, manganese, those were very low. We're going to later on add some chelated Pacific, like chelated iron, chelated zinc, into the beds as well, so that way it can take up those nutrients. So with those micronutrients, it's going to help the plant create photosynthesis and chlorophyll for the plant to produce and stay healthy. So with this, I measured out the beds, and they're roughly about 16 feet long and 30 inches wide. So we just need to do about a 1 pound per row of beds for this, and then we're also going to even sprinkle a little bit on the arch trellises area as well.
Show me what you noticed on those peppers.
We'll see how this one is small and it's not as green, and we planted these at the same time as those hot peppers. Normally our hot peppers aren't that advanced that fast compared to these. Are indeterminate tomatoes, so I'm not too concerned about that because we got to start putting the trellis up for these. Loving the zinnias over here, boy. Normally we fertilize every Friday, but I'm going to wait before the next application of this. I won't do it this upcoming Friday just to see how well it, I'll probably do it bi-weekly. And next weekend, actually, I got to start with my worm tea. This was a great way to let me know what our soil is actually doing, so that way we can increase the health and get a great production for this. We got this from Redmond Real Salt. We put the links and our affiliate code, so that way if you're interested in seeing how well your soil is, then you can try it out as well. You get a discount and would help us out a little bit as well. We're going to do this again probably in 6 months just to see how well we've been improving our soil, definitely with the nitrogen and the pH level. So stay tuned for that. If you want to see how we tested our soil in our kitchen garden area, we'll put that video off to the side so that way you can follow along. Until the next video, let's grow together.